What's up, guys? How it doing? How it doing? Hope everybody is doing well today. Be getting started here in just another moment. Does look like we do have some unsold, unpaid for teams available that I will be making available to you all here in a moment. The way that works, if you are new to the channel, is I'm going to type the team name and price in the chat. Going to go on a first come, first serve basis. So whoever calls it first, they will be yours. I will send you my PayPal info and you can send payment. Also, if you're new to the channel, make sure you do check out our Discord. I do post all unsold, unpaid for teams in the Discord before we go live, and I will drop that link in the chat for you guys now. All right, guys, without further ado, I am going to make these last unsold, unpaid for teams available to you all now. Again, the way that it works is I will type the team name and price in the chat. I'm going to go on a first come, first serve basis. So whoever calls it first, they will be yours. I will send you my PayPal info and you can send payment. Because there are multiple teams available, I am going to need you to type in the team name that you are calling so there's no confusion. And please also note it's going to be whoever gets it first in my chat. Sometimes there could be a lag on your end or mine, but I gotta go with what I am seeing. Good luck, everybody, and get those hands by those keyboards. And last couple coming at you guys now. And that's it. Give you guys a moment or two if anyone's looking for one or multiple of those last unsold unpaids. And then we will begin. First break of 5 today. And if anyone's feeling crazy, I would do a kill for $60. And that would be for all of the teams above Colts, Bills, Ravens, Bears, Jags, Jets, Titans, Seahawks, Giants, Saints, Patriots, Texans, Browns, Panthers and Falcons, if you want. Almost like half the teams in the break. I do enjoy tempting people, Brady. Give you guys one more moment on that, and then we will begin. All right, Colts are going to Cynthia. Cynthia, I'll drop the PayPal in for you. So I'll drop the kill down to $50 now if anyone wants it, minus the Colts. And one more moment for you guys. Thank you, Cynthia. Appreciate it. All right, guys, without further ado, we have 10 fat packs of 2020 Chronicles NFL. All cards will ship. Good luck, everybody. Let's see if we can pull some fire for you guys. First break of the day. Let's get it. All right, we got Khalil Mack, Frank Gore, Drew Lock, Russ Wilson, DJ Chark. There's a bronze Tiki Barber for the Giants. There's Omega Pittman for the Colts. And Justin Herbert for Brady and his Chargers early on. Diney Goon of Jerry Jeudy for the Broncos. There's a Panini of Herbie for the Chargers. Judy Luminance for the Broncos. Jonathan Taylor, Elaire. Jalen Hurts, Luminance for the Phils. And Ayuk. Great Iron Kings closing out off first backpack. Number 2. Curtis Martin. John Elway. DK, Elaire, Matt Ryan, Robbie Anderson, bronze. There's a Chenault Omega for the Jags, and Jordan Love for the Pack, and Jacob Eason, Prism Black for the Colts. Nice grab by Cynthia. There's a Luminance of James Robinson for the Jags, James Morgan, Gridiron Kings for the Jets, Gabe Davis, Rieger, James Robinson, and Justin Jefferson, rookie for the Bikes, closing out all second back. Number 3, Kamara, Dak, Debo, J.J. Watt, Warren Moon, bronze of Jefferson for the Vikes. There's a Omega of Claypool for the Steelers, and Keyshawn Vaughn for Tampa. Gibson, Diney Goon for the football team. Zach Moss, P. Ryan, T. Higgins, Gabe Davis, Mims, and Jalen Rieger. Luminance. Fourth. Back. Dan Marino, Joey B. for the Bengals, first Burrow sighting. Taylor, Chase Young for the football team. Cooper Cup. There's a bronze CeeDee Lamb for the Bullies. Gibson Omega for the football team and Mimsy for the Jets. There's a Dynagoon of Taylor for Cynthia and her unpaid magic. The Colts. Rieger, Chin. Another Herbie for Brady and his Bolts Gridiron Kings. There's CD for the boys, Panini. There's a Joey B. Luminance for the Bengals. And Elaire, Gridiron Kings for the Chiefs. Closing out our fourth Cello pack. As mentioned, this is our first break of 5 today. We have Select NFL Hangers coming up next. Should be starting that in about 10 minutes. Breaking 5 of those bad boys. After that, I believe it is Prism NBA Blaster Boxes. Breaking 3 of those. Then we have Chronicles NFL Mega Boxes scheduled to break at 6 Eastern. And then Select NFL Megas scheduled for 6:30 Eastern Standard Time. As always, you can find all of our breaks in our eBay store, and I just dropped that link in the chat for you guys now. I believe the Select Mega Break auctions and the Chronicles Mega Break auctions should be ending as we speak. So if you're trying to grab any squads in those, make sure you check those out. What's up, Drake? I think you just got your answer, brother. It also does list everything on eBay in the description in there as well. Okay, there you go, buddy. Good luck. We also have Select Hangers coming up next if you're into Select NFL. If you want to grab a spot, I'm sure there are some unsold, unpaid teams, so make sure you check out the Discord. If you're not already in there, 718 Breaks, I'll be dropping those unsold, unpaids on Discord right before the break begins here in about 10 minutes or so. 2 Select NFL breaks today. Fifth Cello pack. We have Ruggsy, Hollywood, Drew Brees, CD for the boys, Palomalu, Gabe Davis Bronze for the Bills, Elaire Omega for the Chiefs, and Chenault for the Jags. There's a playoff of Swift for the Lions, Hamler, Claypool Luminance for the Steelers, Jalen Johnson, Jordan Love, Gridiron Kings for the Pack, Judy, and a Tua Luminance for the Finns. Closing out all 5th backpack. Shooks, Saquon, Emmett, Jerry Rice, Phil Rivers, Kyler. There's a bronze, James Robinson for the Jags, Omega of Edwards for the Raiders, and Claypool for the Steelers. There's a legacy, Jonathan Taylor for the Colts, and Cynthia. Her Colts are killing it. Isaiah Simmons, Jalen Hurts, Gridiron Kings for the Eagles, Joey B. Panini for the Bengals. There's a Luminance, Justin Herbert for Brady and his Chargers, DeAndre Swift, and Jake Fromm for the Bills. What up, Matt? How you doing, brother? Thank you for dropping by. Number 7, the GOAT, Kamara, Dak, Debo, J.J. Watt, James Morgan, Bronze, Gridiron Kings for the Jets, Keyshawn Vaughn, and Dobbins, Omegas, Duvernay, clearly Donruss for the Ravens. There's a Luminance of Eason for the Colts, Judy, Gibson, Chenault, Luminance for the Jags, Claypool, Gridiron Kings for the Steelers, and Mooney for the Bears. Closing out all 7th backpack. That's too bad, Ant. I actually had that Herbert in a PSA 10, but I recently traded it for a Trae Young. You guys know my affinity for Trae, so had to do what I had to do. It's a nice card, though, the Herbie, red, white, and blue prism. Let's see. Backpack number 8. Oh, yeah, you traded the same card for Luka, Danny? There's Tyreek Hill, Julio Jones, Thielen, Baker, Claypool. There's a Luminance Bronze of Robinson for the Jags, Jerry Jeudy, Omega for the Broncos, and Gibbs Gandy Golden for the football team. There's a clearly Damas of A.J. Dillon for the Pack, Kenneth Murray for the Bolts, Zach Moss, Gibson Luminance for the football team, Isaiah Simmons, Jalen Hurts, Gridiron Kings for the Eagles, and another Joey B for the Bengals. Number 9. Yeah, it's not a bad time to pick them up. There's D-Hop, Tua for the Finns, Kittle, Peyton Manning, Scary Terry, Palomalu Browns for the Steelers. There's a Joey B, Omega for the Bengals, and Brian Edwards for the Raiders. Score, Justin Jefferson for the Vikes, Sneed, Gridiron Kings, Mooney, James Robinson, Luminance for the Jags, Morgan, Gridiron Kings for the Jets, Gabe Davis, and Jalen Rieger. Closing out on my fat pack. 10th and final fat pack. Jefferson for the Vikes, Tyler Boyd, Rieger, Gibson, Donald, another Gridiron Kings bronze of James Morgan for the Jets. There's Hamler, Omega for the Broncos, and Jacob Eason for the Colts. Playoff of Swift for the Lions. There's a Pittman Luminance for the Colts. Pat Queen, Tua Gridiron Kings for the Finns. Dobbins, Taylor Luminance, and a Jacob Eason Gridiron Kings for the Colts. To close it out, I am going to put together a quick little hit recap for you guys, with some of our bigger hits from the break. All right, some of our bigger hits from the break. We got Luminance of James Robinson for the Jags, Gibson for the football team, Bronze of Robinson for the Jags, Eason for the Colts, Herbie for the Bolts, Tua for the Finns, Claypool for the Steelers, Robinson again for the Jags, Hurts for the Eagles, Jeudy for the Broncos, and Joey B for the Bengals. Omegas, we got Eason for the Colts, Joey B for the Bengals, Claypool for the Steelers twice, J Love for the Pack, and Herbie for the Bolts. Panini, Joey B for the Bengals, Jake Fromm for the Bills, Joey B again, CD for the Boys, Jefferson for the Vikes, and Herbie for the Bolts. Chronicles, Jefferson for the Vikes, Tua for the Finns, Bronze of Robinson for the Jags, CD for the Boys, Chase Young for the football team, CD Bronze for the Boys, Joey B for the Bengals, and Jefferson Bronze for the Vikes. Gridiron Kings. Coming up right now, Roman. Tua for the Finns. There is Jacob Eason for the Colts, James Morgan Bronze for the Jets, Jalen for the Eagles, Claypool for the Steelers, another Bronze, James Morgan for the Jets, Hurts for the Eagles, Love for the Pack, and Herbie for the Bolts. Tiny Goons, Jonathan Taylor for the Colts, Gibson for the football team, and Judy for the Broncos. Clearly Donruss of A.J. Dillon for the Pack. Score, Jefferson for the Vikes. Legacy of Jonathan Taylor for the Colts. And we got one Prism Black, Jacob Eason for the Colts. That is going to do it for the break. We'll be back on in 5 minutes with select NFL hanger boxes. And I will make those unsold, unpaid for teams available to you guys in the Discord before we go live. Thank you guys so much for joining. As always, peace and love all.